So, as many of you are aware, Timothy Chalamet is doing a kind of a biographical pick on Bob Dylan. He's the lead, obviously. It's kind of about Bob's early years, I believe. There's not a whole lot of details out about the movie. I guess we'll find those out as the year goes on. But I thought, what a perfect time as a Dylanologist to tell you my top 5 Bob albums. Now, these are constantly in rotation. Sometimes my top 5 changes, but these are kind of the ones that are always there at the top. Number 1, got to go with Blood on the Tracks. It's personal, it's raw. Maybe it's about his divorce he was going through at the time. Maybe it wasn't, but it stays on rotation. Number 2 for me is kind of a sleeper hit. It's Shot of Love. A lot of people did not like this album. It's kind of the third and closing chapter of the gospel trilogy. I don't like the terminology, the Christian trilogy, because I believe he's a believer still, even now. But it was kind of the ending of the trilogy of albums where he was more profusely talking about the faith and having, clearer faith concepts. But Shot of Love, it's a sleeper hit. It's got some jams on there, man. Shot of Love, the title track. Then you got Every Grain of Sand. You got Lenny Bruce. You got Property of Jesus. Heart of Stone. Come on, come on. Number 3 for me is going to have to be Highway 61 Revisited. I imagine with the movie, they'll touch on this album a little bit, but from this album we get so many classics like a Rolling Stone. The album was Dylan's, second firm footing in the so-called rock and roll scene, playing rock music instead of, traditional folk or acoustic. He was kind of stepping out of those boundaries and kind of doing what he wanted to do, and it really shows on the album. Number 4 for me is going to have to be another sleeper. It's Planet Waves. It's right before he dropped Blood on the Tracks, and Planet Waves he did with the band. There's some good songs in here. The Wedding Song. Then you also have Going, Going, Gone, which is a dark song, but it's so well done. And you have the Dirge song, which is once again dark, but so well done. You have, On a Night Like This. Sleeper hits on that thing, man. It's good stuff. And number 5 for me is going to have to be Oh Mercy. The production on Oh Mercy is clean. It's one of Dylan's cleanest albums. It's swampy, though, at the same time, has a New Orleans vibe to it. And the lyrics are powerful. The lyrics are him wrestling with God, wrestling with himself, his sinful nature. And it's a plea for mercy. Just the album title itself, Oh Mercy, it's a plea for that as he's going through life's trials and political woes and personal tribulations. It's as he's wrestling with these things. You get that in the album. Man in the Long Black Coat. You have Political World on there. You have so many tracks, and one of his best songs, Shooting Star, is on there. It's a quality album. Ring Them Bells. Oh Mercy, man. Oh Mercy, sometimes it's 5 for me, sometimes it's 1. That's Dylan for you, though. You go through so many phases in your own life that different albums kind of appeal to you. You go through phases of life, and he has so many different phases in his music career that you can pull from a different time period and pull an album into your life at some point, and that will be your number 1, whereas another album will be your number 1. But that is the universal appeal and the giftedness that Dylan offers us in his music.